Alright, so I actually had no idea that Corpse Husband had like an active hate base of people until now. Hate base? Is that what it's called? I don't know, it makes sense, I'm just gonna roll with that, but yeah. Apparently there are people that just hate the guy for like no reason, it's ridiculous. If for some reason you don't know who Corpse Husband is, he's a horror narrator turned gamer slash music artist that's been getting really popular in the past year. He has a really deep and unique voice that a lot of people like, and he just generally has a likable personality. His channel was decently big before, but it's been just absolutely taking off this year due to his Among Us videos with people like PewDiePie, Pokimane, Critical, and even, you know, AOC, who's like an American politician. So yeah, needless to say, he's doing really well. And when someone's doing really well, there's always just going to be people that refuse to take it well. Some people just have to be nasty and hate popular things for the sake of hating them because that's so quirky, right? I mean, imagine just letting people be successful without being jealous of them, damn. Anyways, that's basically the rundown of the situation, but it does go a little further than that, so I will be discussing it in this video, obviously, which should start right about now. There are several flavors, so to speak, of hate this guy gets. Some are in video form, some are tweets, and some are direct messages sent to content creators requesting they cover a situation. Specifically, I'm talking about Creepshow for that last one because she did get a message from a disgruntled fan about Corpse Husband that I just find very dumb. There's a lot of bullshit in the letter that she covers in her own video, but I just want to throw in my 2 cents on the worst part of the email where the writer accuses Corpse of being a predator because of a line in one of his songs. Like, they literally just straight up accuse this guy of something so incredibly serious that false accusations of that nature have ended careers and lives because he put a line in a song about killing a hypothetical cat like Luca Magnotta. Imagine the absolute reach you need to pull off in order to try and connect the song lyric, something that's not meant to be taken seriously and is obviously hyperbole in most cases, and then try to literally accuse someone of a crime because of it. It's just so beyond me how this person thinks it's just not even funny. I mean, I'm kidding, it is kind of funny because it's like Olympic level gymnastics up in this bitch in terms of leaps of logic, but I wonder if the person who was legitimately typed that out believed that what they were saying was true, or if they were just aware that it was all complete bullshit. They seem pretty intent on hating the guy in the rest of the email, but I don't know if they've genuinely deluded themselves into thinking a single lyric in a song is enough to accuse this guy of being like that, or if they know it's bullshit, but if they think they sound sure enough, people will just believe it. Fake it till you make it type of thing, I guess. I don't know, but needless to say, that kind of hate is just ridiculous. In the email, they also attached a picture of some random guy claiming he was Corpse as if it was some kind of big kicker in the argument that they were trying to cobble together. I don't think I need to explain why that's extremely disrespectful and stupid as all hell, but that's just unfortunately kind of a theme with these people. They try really hard to expose his face or whatever, or just try to dox him, and that's obviously not okay in the slightest. Corpse doesn't want his personal details out there because he doesn't feel comfortable linking his online life to his real life, and that's not a hard boundary to follow, like, at all. Literally, all you have to do is, like, not pry into someone's personal life. It's as simple as that, but some of these bitches have to go all Katie Joy and try to leak his face and stuff. Like, man, I honestly really feel bad for the guy because imagine just having so many people actively try to bring you down, dox you, and just generally hate you for pretty much no reason. I don't know, it must be pretty tough, especially if you're, like, a private person like he is. I seriously do not understand why people take it upon themselves to try and dox people for any reason that isn't semi-legal. Like, I can understand if someone is actively doing something criminal, for example, the several cat killers that cropped up online that did get their locations leaked so they could, you know, send the police on him, but if someone does something like, you know, post something they disagree with, hell, in this case, Corpse literally did nothing but want privacy, and they'll just go out and dox you. Like, what the absolute hell? I've seen people warn, and I use the word warn very lightly, people who have made controversial posts saying things along the lines of, wow, you might want to delete this before someone leaks your information. Like, what? You shouldn't be supporting or allowing that behavior because it's literally normalizing a crime. Doxing, in case you need a little reminder, is a crime, and you shouldn't have to warn people that they might be doxxed because it's just really sad that it's become so commonplace that someone's first reaction to a controversial post is to warn the poster that someone might commit a crime against them. It's just fully and wholly ridiculous, and I got off topic there, but the situation at hand is just even worse in that regard because Corpse literally did nothing. He didn't do anything. I guess he was in like a brief controversy regarding like a slur against lesbians, but like, he, one, apologized for it, and he wasn't even using it in a derogatory or ignorant way. He was literally reading it out as part of a story that was literally written and submitted by a trans person who was trying to convey the struggles they go through. So that was a dumb controversy in my opinion, but even so, that does not in any way warrant his doxing or attempted doxing, because I genuinely don't think any of these smooth brains have actually gotten it right so far. But still, the fact that they're even trying to attempt this is ludicrous. Like, there are legitimately people who can't even give a reason as to why they don't like him. Like this tweet, for example. Corpse's existence makes me so extremely angry, and I don't know why. If you see him on my timeline /serious, he makes me super uncomfortable. Please SB if you stan him, unless you hyperfixate on him, and please CW the tweet when you talk about him, CW standing for content warning. This is literally one of the most Twitter things I've read, and my last and next videos are also going to be on Twitter. As you can tell, things have just been getting progressively stupider on that platform, but yeah, this tweet has everything. The tone indicators that could literally have just been written into the sentence. Go watch my last video if you want to learn more of the drama surrounding those. Content warnings for benign topics, unnecessarily censored words, in this case names, abbreviations that are super esoteric and that I literally had to guess what the fuck they mean. I'm assuming SB means soft block, which is when you block and then unblock a person to remove them from following you. Twitter is a shithole, and I'm not kidding when I say that I've genuinely seen someone put a content warning on a message because it was in all caps. Anyways, back to what I was saying, being that this person literally does not even have a reason to hate this guy, like none. Corpse is just existing, straight up vibing, and somehow that managed to make this person so upset they had to make a post on twitter.com where they censored his name. People who think like this are like the same people that go and dislike YouTube videos that are like about an orphanage or something like that. Like, there's really no reason to hate it, but you just do it anyways. It would be one thing to say this guy's content just isn't for me. If you plan on posting a lot about him, let me know so I can unfollow, but no, they had to go the extra mile and just proclaim their hatred for his mere existence. Like, man, it just goes to show that no matter how inoffensive your content is, there's always someone that's just gonna despise the fuck out of you. To any aspiring or new content creators, I say if someone's just hell-bent on hating you for seemingly nothing, they're either trying just to get a reaction out of you, or they just want to be an asshole for the sake of it, and either way, it's not worth stressing over, so I wouldn't worry about those kinds of people. That's not to say don't take criticism or anything, just don't let people who hate for the sake of it get to you. Anyways, I went on like that, so let's just get into the next point of the video. If something's even remotely popular, you can bet people will just hate it because it has attention on it. It's an unfortunate part of reality, but I do believe that a lot of this isn't just because it has attention and that they're jealous, and while that is probably a common motive, what I tend to see more often is people hating the source material because of the fandom. Examples of this are things like Steven Universe, Undertale, Sonic, My Little Pony, and even K-pop. I personally do not like K-pop because 98% of the songs just aren't my thing, and also the way the industry treats its stars is absolutely terrible. But I do not hate K-pop because of its fan base. In this case, I can dislike the source material and the fan base separately from each other. I don't need to lump them in together like a lot of people do. Corpse, like a lot of recently popular gaming YouTubers, has accrued a stan base, and while it is so easy to hate stan culture, it's better, again, to separate the content creator from their fans. Corpse does not, to an extent, have any control over how his fans express their fondness for him and his content. He cannot control the way they stream his music, talk about him, comment on his videos, etc. However, there is a problem with the stans because, like most stans, they are preteens and teenagers, and unfortunately, I cannot seem to make a single video without brushing on the topic of fans depicting people in media in inappropriate ways. Because yes, Corpse has an unusually deep voice, but the fans that are likely underage that do super gross things about it and, like, you know, talk about it, they're just gross, you know? I don't know. It's just weird. However, this is through no fault of Corpse. He does not encourage it, and to my knowledge, he hasn't actually addressed it, so he's likely unaware of it. But people do actually try to use those fans to paint him as a bad person that manipulates the fan base, which is just insane because he's obviously not doing anything of that sort. Again, it's just people reaching. It's honestly kind of sad to see because you could spend your energy being productive and not trying to cancel someone for just like being there, but instead you choose to be mad at someone who has literally done nothing to you at all except try to entertain. And at this point you just gotta ask yourself, why am I like this? Because if you try to accuse people of shit like that with little to no proof, because the types of people who insist Corpse of taking advantage of his fans have little to no proof to base their accusations on, just to all those people that get irrationally mad over meaningless shit, please try to ask yourself why and just reevaluate your feelings. Do something more productive with your time. Get mad about actual issues instead of making Twitter call-out posts on nobody. Instead of making angry Twitter posts. I don't know. A lot of these people just don't realize that content creators are people too, and no matter how big they are, they can still see the hate, they can still get the notifications, they check their message requests sometimes, and it can affect them. And in general, just be mindful that content creators you look up to are people with lives and feelings as well. And they may seem too large to care, but just know that sometimes it does affect them. From the top of my head, I'm just thinking of the Travis Scott Batman costume thing, because the guy deactivated his Instagram because of it. I know it's not the best example because this was the image that caused it, but it was the first one that came to my mind. I don't know, man. I was just laughing at that image all fucking night yesterday. I can't get over it. It's so fucking funny. But yeah, anyways, I've kind of gone on a bit too long. Time to roll the outro. Let's get out of here. In short, the entire corpse husband hate train is just really fucking stupid, like most drama these days. I am supremely tired of living on the same planet as some of these motherfuckers, and in short, I just wish people would stop being so stupid. That's it. I don't really have much else to say on the topic. I'm tired and I barely managed to get this thing out on time. Let's just get right into my normal outro spiel. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, really help the channel out, and you get some decent content on a weekly basis. My commissions are still open in case you want one. If not, just be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and DeviantArt for some extra side content. All links will be in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Also, quick reminder that I do have merch. Holidays are coming up if you kind of want to get one of those. I don't know, just kind of self-plug at the end of the video. But anyways, yeah, bye for real.